But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the 50/50 House Show. I'm your host, Just a Girl, and I'm here with my lovely, lovely husband. As always, if you are new to the channel, of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get on into the conversation about how y'all men be out here just lying. But we as women, we be delusional, dumb, and stupid and falling for it. So I'm not gonna put, but y'all be lying. Y'all be. Why? Why do y'all lie to us? Why do y'all?
I don't know what you speak of.
So the rapper was sat down on Evelyn Lozada, who is reality TV star, and her daughter's podcast called Drop the Low. For those who don't know, the daughter in the game have a child together. The son is 1 year old, and there is a 14-year age gap. And we want to discuss, and we will be discussing, shall I say, the dynamics of their relationship. I'm going to share the interview. But as I said, like jokingly, no, men do be lying, but I want us as women to realize, like, we will fall for that. We fall for anything. And I think that this topic will just show more and more, which I've talked about before, of how we as women just are not, we don't know how to pick a good man. Like, we just don't. So let's get right on into the interview and let's do it.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
You know,
how did that happen, Jay?
I knew
it was 49.
Yeah,
it was before 50. Technically,
I knew you were in the crunch. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hit you with that so that by the time you're 60 years old, you have a whole like fifth, sixth grader. You know, I didn't want to wait, any longer because who knows? We're getting old.
You made Welly a grandmother at like 38. She was 38. I did make my mom was a grandmother at 38.
Oh, well, so there it is.
Because I had Shaniece so young, but all I know is that I didn't know how to process the information.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah, like I didn't know how to like process it, right? Like Shaw tells me.
Can I pause right there quickly?
How old is the daughter?
She's 32.
Okay.
Game is 46, right? That's a 14, right? The fact that he said it happened fairly quickly, right? Which just shows is a clear example of like how we are very easily opening our legs and giving our bodies to men to just give up babies. Like it's something that we have full control over if we wanted to prevent pregnancy. Let's make that very clear. But the fact that we don't, like, there's no even if, let's just say you are a woman who doesn't care about marriage. Let's just say you don't require marriage before having a baby. But is there anything that you require before you just jump in and just get pregnant? Like, why are we able
I don't think they mean it most of the time. I think most of these babies happen.
It is accident, but that's what I'm saying. But there's no accident if you are unprotected, no birth control. It's not an accident. It's what's going to happen.
I get that.
So I guess I'm saying, like,
it's not intentional though.
Right. If we're dating and I know I'm going to sleep with you, why would I not get on birth control or get on or make you wear a condom to avoid this happening so quickly? I guess my thing is why are we okay with getting pregnant so soon without using any form of protection is what I'm saying. Like, we just don't care to protect ourselves. So I just wanted to kind of say that.
She's pregnant. Obviously, we have a great private conversation. And I had to sit with it for a little while because I'm like, I'm gonna be a grandmother. Like, this is weird, like I know I'm 50.
Well, and you've never been a grandmother yet. So I know you were like, what does that look like for me?
What does that look like? Like what? Well, like, first of all, what is she having? What is it gonna look like? What is this gonna be? How is my life gonna change? I thought about Leo. He's a young uncle. I thought about so many things. Then when obviously she told me that you were the dad, I was like, oh shit.
Are we in trouble now?
We in trouble now. But I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like how, like what? And my initial feeling was I was shocked,
Yeah.
but then I found so much. I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. You know, he's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives because I feel like, you and I, like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something, the podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like it flows,
Any thoughts, Sabi?
I haven't really heard too much. I see she alluded to the girl or whatever, like, because she said like like or whatever, but they seemed like she was cool with it. She ain't really questioning him messing with her daughter or nothing like that. So I want to hear what the girl gonna say, but
I think what I want to say first, what I heard was the fact that she did not know she was dating him. I'm assuming, right? Because she said,
obviously, yeah,
who the dad was, right? Which I think one of the things.
She's 30 years old though, so.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not. But I think the thing about the way that they pose their relationship with their show is how they're very close. They have this very great mother-daughter relationship. They're like best friends. They tell each other everything. Is what they've always talked about.
Okay.
So
maybe the daughter kept that on the hush because she knew the politics.
Right. So I think that alone is one of the things, and I want to maybe giving her mom credit that I know if I tell my mom who I'm dating, she's probably going to
try to nip it in the bud.
Right. And that's where we don't want to, we as women, we tend to run from people who are going to give us good advice because we want to do whatever we want to do. And then I have to come back to you after.
Well, yeah, that means I know it's wrong already. I already know it's wrong. That's why I'm not telling you.
Right. And I have to come back to you after and be like, Mom, I'm pregnant by him.
If that's the case, though, because I don't really know. I heard some rumors or whatever, but I don't really know how much the lady is in her life, or if she know the lady like that. The game.
No. I'm not talking about Evelyn. I'm not talking about the other one.
I'm talking about the girl. No, but I'm saying I believe the reason why she didn't tell her mom is she know that's her friend, baby father.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But
so,
that's a point.
But I'm saying I don't know how much the lady is in her life.
That's like supposed allegedly from this is like old back in the day. They used to be friends when she was pregnant with her son. Her son is probably about 11, 12 now. So this is like old from what the information.
It don't matter if it's old. It don't, and there's no old on that.
No. I'm saying that they're not currently friends like in the past 10 years. Like what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Former friends.
So you said she wanted to hear it anyway. So all right, well, since me and you ain't cool no more, my daughter could date him.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that her daughter didn't tell. I'm using the point of how we as women won't tell people that we know is probably gonna give us advice and says that we don't want to hear. So I'm gonna, even though my best friend, I could tell her everything and anything, I'm gonna not tell her this because I know she's probably gonna say, don't mess with him. And it may not even be just about her being my friend. It may just be about what I know about him as a man, how he treat women, and just in general.
Yeah, you might know some history or whatever.
Right. And I'm not going to tell you that because I know you're going to give me advice I don't want to hear, which is why what I'm saying is we will do that too often. But then we want to go back to the people who could have helped prevent it from happening after it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Like now I got to clean up this, help you clean up this mess. Had stopped trying to be secretive, we know we as women are secretive.
That's why I don't believe all that I ain't know stuff and all that when females try to kick that, because most of the times you be knowing, and that's why you keep it how you keep it.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
We've had a few bumps in the road.
Yeah,
Shaw's looking like.
I mean, but
I'm talking about us.
Yeah, and in all transparency, like that's how it should be. Anything that just goes through like smoothly straight with no bumps, like you can't grow from that. You can't learn anything from that. And somebody,
Good
if
point.
everything's smooth, somebody's hiding something. They're not being they're 100% of their authentic self. One of my first questions to her was, did you tell your mom?
I don't agree with that. I think the idea that
Mm,
if it's going too
you right
smooth,
on that.
if it's going too smooth, then that means something is wrong.
Nah, I'm just saying that what goes without bumps? Nothing goes without bumps.
I agree, but the idea that if something is going smooth, like if we can have a smooth co-parent relationship, something's wrong because it's smooth. I think that creates a more
Well,
unhealthy.
he didn't really say that. He kind of said like because he even like he went into you can't grow. You know what I'm saying? And if nothing happens to make you can't, you just gonna stay the same.
I don't agree. I disagree with that. That's just me. I think it's promoting like it has to be unhealthy to grow. I don't agree with that.
I don't think that's what he said though.
Right? I was like,
That's
did you tell your mom? And she was
too
like,
far.
well, I'm gonna just wait a little bit, And so I guess she waited a little bit and then she told you. And then I was like, did you
There
tell your
go right
dad? And
there.
she was like, no, I'm gonna wait a little bit. But the thing about when she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. Like I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit. And it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit. Like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't want to make her feel like I wasn't excited or I wasn't going to love the situation because I absolutely love my children. But we got around that, and obviously he's here and he's beautiful and throwing shit across the house. And yeah, he's just a great kid. And then for her being Blaze's mom, like, oh my God, like a gift to a child because she's so calm and her reserve is like immaculate.
Yeah.
And like
rambling.
One day
I just want to emphasize this too.
He started rambling. He lost me a little bit.
Yeah, he just never stops talking. I think the thing is though, what I'm hearing for both Evelyn and him, Evelyn said I was happy to hear he was a good dad, no focus on the man as a partner, right? I just, whatever. That's one. I think that's the focus about him as a dad. And I think for her as a woman, he's saying
that's good for the child, but yeah, I
you're not thinking about and he's also talking about her as a mother. Yeah, she's immaculate as a mother. She's so calm, she's so patient, she's so this. So it's never focusing on her as a partner to one another. It's focused on just the baby. And I'm gonna skip through it because
maybe they wasn't trying to stay together. Like they already had that because you see how he you mean they just talking about like the parenting aspect of it. Like maybe they never saw it like that.
I don't think so. Let's go.
Sorry, but I feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze. Yeah. On our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a Blaze. So you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think that and
we talked about kids.
Yeah, true. But just so you know.
You see her. She got the face. The face is like, don't play with me. We talked about this. Don't play with me. You're BSing these people. Don't play with me. She got the face. To the side. Don't play with me because you know what
she said. He manifested it because he talked about a Blaze on their first date. He
said no, not like a baby. Yeah, the first date. That's what I'm saying. We letting a man talk about giving us want to get us pregnant on a first date. But again, what
Airhead.
There's something there is something endearing for women today about a man wanting to make you his baby mama. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, and maybe that's always been a thing. Like
Even
to
still, I don't think the way you see them now, like you think
I
they
think
still.
so. I think it's something about even if I'm the first or I'm the last or I'm the prettiest one or I don't know. Like it's something I think still today to like the airhead ditty um ones maybe, but I think that there's something endearing in a weird way that you are like you manifested. We talked about this. You said you wanted another baby.
Yeah,
That you
like come on, man.
felt like ooh. But here we go.
Oh, you guys know because you guys are, beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
You came to me.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
I'm just saying when a man really sees a woman that like is that he likes and it's a baddie, that be our first thought. Like we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah,
What?
I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. Yeah, game manifested.
Mm-hmm.
All righty, we're gonna stop there. What are your thoughts about that, honey? About him? Did you want to put a baby in me when you first saw me?
No, baby.
Okay.
No. What is wrong with that, man?
Was
Man,
I
why
not,
would you say
was
that?
I not a baddie to be able to maybe that I'm not meet the baddie?
You always been a baddie to me, baby. But um, why would he say that? Like, I don't think I ever heard a man say that ever. Like, man, is that a rapper rich thing or something? Like, so you meet a girl, she fit a certain aesthetic that you like, and you say, "Damn, I want to put a baby in her." I mean, I done heard women say that shit. Maybe they wasn't lying then. It's niggas like this saying stupid ass shit like that. That sounded crazy, man. And that is your explanation. Like, so you didn't manifest it, you just straight planned it. When you saw it, you said, "Damn, I'm gonna put a baby in her." But then you were shocked when she said she was pregnant. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I can't, man. Get Game out of here, man. Get
So,
Game out of here. Back him up for that one.
so for those, you guys can go watch the full podcast. But to me, if you keep watching, you'll hear her talk about. It seems as if she wanted more, based on the
Game
said that they just
Game don't realize that statement, he done set the fellas back another 2 years because they're gonna be running with that one. Because that's one of the things that I hear the lady say. He just
yeah
co-signed it.
yeah.
Goofball.
But I think us as women, men can only do what we allow. So if it's worked and it keeps
Well,
working, keep
well, that's
using
a
it.
fact. That's a
You
fact.
know, and it don't and this just shows you could be 32, you could be 22, you could be 52. Somehow we still net like, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not saying this is to make it right, but I can understand somebody at 22, 25 falling for that. But if you have your mom who is
Been in
Evelyn
the game.
Lozada, who's been in the game, who's know how to probably then game with men, and and she didn't inform you or teach you about how to look out for these men or whatever, or again maybe you just
How
were.
did she when he just said that about what he said about, oh, we just want to put a baby when we meet him, right? How did that make her say, oh, so you gamed me then? Like,
Yeah, because you played me. That's what she's saying. You
how
played
I
you
play you?
because
I
she's
wanted
saying you played me because you had me thinking that you really wanted to have a baby with me, but you just saying I was just cute and I just want to give you a baby no matter what, because that's what I would say to anybody that's a baddie. That's why I think she's saying like you played me. I thought you really.
he wanted to. He said he wanted to. He didn't say like, yo, that's what we would say.
But I
If he
think
said
it's
that, hold on. If he said that, then I wouldn't be like, too worried about that because that it is game. I'm just saying whatever he
he said
said.
that's what I thought. He said
He
that's what men
said this is what we want to do. Like this is our first thought process. Like, ooh, she look good, baby. What?
right, but that's what I'm saying. But he probably didn't say, "Hey, you're a baddie. I want to give you a baby because that's what I think about baddies." He probably said to her, "I want to have a baby with you." Not that I'm thinking about the baddie thing. He's coming from probably she's thinking you want to be with me, have a baby with me. Let's
I
have a
mean, she could be
family.
thinking that from her perspective. I can see that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when you're now saying, "Oh, so it was just a because I'm a baddie, you wanted to give me.
She should be more smarter and more seasoned coming from her mom and the things
coming
like
from,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think, to wrap up this conversation, I think for us as women, again, men do what we allow, right? We give easy access, so that's the number one problem. We don't require anything. Like I said, even if you're not, I don't know what you can require. I don't know what I'm promote marriage, so I feel like we should be requiring marriage before we open our legs and give anybody a child. But if you are against that, I mean, I think you have to determine what is the thing you're going to need from that person to be able to get what you want and feel secure and feel confident in your relationship before you just quickly get pregnant by someone, you know? So I think it's important for us to be smart, to use our discernment, to slow down, close our legs. And you can refer to the video that we shared a couple days ago about this. Like, there's things you should do to avoid.
This is a prime example. Example, because when they start speaking on other things about him being a felon and all that, and her not knowing and all that, so it's like, well, how you get all the way down this road? And that's why I said that and about not having sex, because you can start to have some actual conversations that matter. We can start to learn things about each other. Once sex get involved, sex is like the leading driver of this thing.
Yeah. Oh, what time? Oh, my client's 10 minutes late. Okay, cool. All right. So we, again, check out the full podcast. It's called Drop the Low Podcast to watch the whole thing. For the men, I hope you're not out here operating like this, telling nobody this crazy or think, because this is diabolical.
Hey, yo, fellas, in the comments, let us know, like, if you ever saw a woman and immediately said, I want to give her a baby. Keep it real. If you did it, stand on it. You know, we accountable over here. So if you did it, put it in the comments. If that's the wildest thing you ever heard in your life, like me, put it in the comments.
Yes. And what ladies, please don't get gamed. Okay, let's stop getting gamed in 2026. Be smart, use your discernment.
I can't believe you said that.
And make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the 50/50 house soon. Bye.